Harvesters International Christian Center, where the Word works.
I was the definition of a bad boy. I've shot and been shot at. I was a cultist at the university, always high on drugs, liquor, and marijuana. And I was never without a gun. Been attacked by hit squads and escaped death more than once. Most of the people I call friends are either dead, locked up, or simply disappeared without a trace. That was life for me. You see, all through life, I'd always been the rebel, whether at home, school, work, or play. I like being different, and more often than not, it got me into more trouble than I care to remember. Now that was the kind of life I was living back then. Cultism, petty crime, and violence. Well, that was me. I did drugs for more than 20 years, 12 out of which I was never sober. Not even for an hour. I first stepped into HICC on a Tuesday evening. It was a talent hunt show sometime in 2007. I liked it enough to attend the next Tuesday service. And that was a completely different encounter. I liked the atmosphere. The hall was filled. And no one was running wild. I felt a sense of belonging.
Yes, just worship him, just worship him.
Hi, the story we just watched, the story of Kunle, and he's here with us. We're just going to find out how the change occurred and what transpired. Kunle, nice of you to join us.
Thank you so much. It's my honor to be here.
It's popular for us to hear amongst believers that when they become born again, their friends tell them, look, I give it 3 months, you'll get back to your senses. How long have you been born again?
I've been born again for 4 years now, and it's been amazing. I mean, I would love to quickly share something with you. In my circle of friends, when I was really bad, I was undisputed. I was small, I was young, but I was bad, okay? I had a lot of respect, I had a lot of influence. When I became born again, the devil was like, you're going to give up all that for something that you know absolutely, you have no idea how it works. You're going to be, can you see that guy? That guy is younger than you. You're going to be telling him, sir, because he's a pastor, come on, you can't do that. You're one who policemen shake when they see you as in, who is this guy? You're not going to be kowtowing to somebody who's younger than you, who's not even done a quarter of the things that you have done. You know, thoughts like that came. But one day, God decided to show me something. So I walked about to a friend's house. Now, this is somebody that we used to drink together, we used to smoke together, we used to do all sorts together. We're talking. And this guy just tells me that, you know what, he has a confession to make. And I'm like, what? And he goes, you know, when you were still with us, we respected you. We really respected you. But now, that respect is just multiplied. Because we just look at you and we go, man, look at Kunle, as in this guy is just something else, you know. he walked out on this life, he closed the door, and he's become somebody totally different. And it was just, I mean, for me, it was amazing, because I never thought these guys could still look up to me. I never thought they could still look up to me, but they do. It's amazing. That tells me that people desire change. They just don't know how to get it done.
I know that coming from 20 years of abuse and all that substance abuse and all the other vices, and then here you are into something new. I know it can seem strange, and sometimes did you have people explain things to you or help you at some point?
Yes, most definitely. One of the pillars in my life when I just gave my life to Christ then was Pastor B. You know, he was always, you know, there to encourage me, to tell me that, see, it's gonna be fine, just trust God to make these changes happen in your life. Now, apart from that, I myself, I desired that change. I was tired of the life I was living. The life I was living cost me a lot. It cost me a whole lot. It cost me time, it cost me resources. Now, I am beginning to get those things back. Okay, but like I said earlier, 20 years is a long time of waste. Now, God promises me that everything will be speeded up, everything will be accelerated. But even then, there are some habits that I picked up in 20 years that I must drop. And, you know, when they tell you that what you do in 20 years doesn't leave you one day, it takes time. It takes time.
When you say it takes time, give and take, how long is time? Because people want to know that, oh look, I lived my life like this, and I walked into fellowship, or I walked into a church, or a friend told me about Jesus, and now I'm born again. I'm still in that phase where I'm trying to find my feet. So I'm no more who I used to be, but I'm not like the Christians that I see, because there's this, you know, dual struggle. How long will that last?
I fully understand that, because I've experienced a lot of these things over time as well. But I'll tell you one thing. Like I said earlier, a lot depends on your desire to change.
Now, can you tell me, this is one of the most challenging questions for people. There are people who have gone to rehab, you know, they've gone 3 times, 4 times, some 6, and they've gone back. Now, but there are Christians who have been, you know, in this transformation phase for 4 years, 5 years, some 10 years, some more. Okay, and they're still finding some old habits. They're still falling back.
Yes.
Why is that? What do you think is the reason for the anomaly?
Well, when I became born again and I got filled with the Holy Spirit, some things died. Okay, some things died. And that was it. It just died. It took time for some immediately, but they died. But you see, some other things came up. If you do not enjoy it, if you don't like what you do, if you hate it, believe me, in no time at all, you will break it.
In one sentence, what you're saying is, you can't change what you love.
Yes.
So if there's a genuine desire
to actually stop it, you will stop it.
Kunle, thank you so very much for sharing with us here your story and how the transformation began and how far it has come. We truly appreciate it.